It is November 3rd, 2024. Here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. I want to thank you for joining me on this easy Sunday morning. I thought I'd come in with some music a little softer today, being it's a Sunday, and we would just kind of ease into it. Today we're going to be talking Blink Twice. I know this movie's been out for a while, but I just recently got a chance to watch it. I've been hearing a lot about it because it's somewhat similar to the things that's going on with Diddy. But for right now, we're going to listen to the song since it's easy like a Sunday morning, and then we'll get right to it. Hello, all my peach trees and sunflower seeds. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get our song out of the way. Again, thank you for joining me here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. It's November 3rd, 2024. Can you believe it? Where is the year going? It was just January 2 months ago. Oh my gosh. Time is really flying by. I'd like to do a couple of shout outs first. Again, I want to shout out to my nephew, Juju Canton. He turned 2 years old on Halloween. Yay! Happy birthday, Juju. I hope you had a great day for your birthday. I want to shout out to my family in Georgia, Wallace Coleman and his wife. They're celebrating a pastoral anniversary. Congratulations to you as well. Pray for my family that's on the highway. They went to visit for the pastoral celebrations. Let's pray safe travels for them. Okay. And I want to say thank you to everyone that's watching the video. Thank you to my subscribers, my peach trees and sunflower seeds. I can't do it without you. I really appreciate whoever watches or shares or likes or comments on my videos. Again, I can't do it without you. I'm not trying to be big. I'm just trying to spread some love. That's all. Again, please like, comment, subscribe, share. I'd appreciate it. Okay. Now on to the matter at hand. As I was saying before, there's a movie out called Blink Twice. I usually have the stuff pulled up on my... Sorry, I just didn't get to it. I was having some technical difficulties, so I didn't get to put it up. But we got a picture. So anyway, we are talking Blink Twice, a movie which I thoroughly enjoyed. Zoe Kravitz did her thing with this movie. She deserves another round of applause. Zoe Kravitz did her thing on this movie. I thought I took some notes somewhere. I just like halfway took notes because I was so enthralled. I was just in the movie. I was really in it. So my notes are kind of hit and miss because it just really captured. I'm the kind of person that when I watch a movie, I participate in my movie. I'm one of them. Close the door. Why are you going there without any lights on? I just I can't help it. I guess I'm just passionate when I'm watching my movies. And this was one that I spent the whole time. I mean, I was just, it was so much going on. It was so much going on, and everything that was going on was, it was exciting. It was scary. It was funny. It was, oh my goodness. It was Zoe Kravitz again. Okay, let's get to it. My review. Okay, the movie starts out. Okay, first, let's get the characters out of the way. We have Frida, which is the black girl. We have Jess, which is the white girl, her best friend. We have Slater, played by Channing Tatum. We have Gina Davis. Is it Beetlejuice that Gina Davis? Okay, and she plays a woman named Stace, and then Zoe Kravitz herself stars in the movie, and her character's name is Swanky Stewart. We have Dr. Rick. He goes by the name of Stein. Actually, there's like 20 players in this movie. And oops, sorry. There's like 20 players in this movie. And each one of those players have a significant part in this movie. All 20 of them. They really do play a part in this movie. I said Frida, Jess. Okay, the other girls, there's a girl named Heather, and her name is True Mullen, and Stan, which is Chris Costa. Simon Rex is Cody. Sarah is Adria Ozorn, I think. I don't want to mispronounce your name because people always do my name, so I know how it feels. And please excuse me if I do mispronounce names. I'm not trying to. We have Camilla, which is Liz Carabell. Rick, Kyle McLean, I want to say. We have Vic, played by Christian Slater, and Lucas, played by Levon Hawk. Lots of big names, quite a few big names in this movie. And I'm here to tell you they played their part. And the soundtrack is off the hinges as well. The soundtrack. I mean, whoever put the music, Zoe, you did your big one on Blink. You really did. I'm very impressed, and I enjoyed it very much. Okay. Now, the movie starts out with the young black lady. This scene just kind of, but whatever. Young black lady, she's in her apartment and she's sitting on the commode. And I think she's listening to her headphones, thinking over her day or something like that, but she's in the bathroom. And she and her friend Jess live in this apartment together. So I think both the young ladies work in theater or something like that, or want to be in the movies or music or theater or something like that. But the young ladies live together and they work together. So start the day, she's sitting on the potty, and they're talking about what's going to go on for the day, rents due, whatever. Okay, so the two young ladies, they leave and go to work. They work in a restaurant, I'm assuming. I think a restaurant or theater or something to that effect. Anyway, young ladies go to work, whatever. At the time, this Christian or Channing Tatum, playing Slater is the talk of the town. I guess he committed some crimes against some people, some SA, some sexual harassments or assaults or some things of that nature, or he had some problems or something crazy. It'll make sense when I get down in it. Okay, so this Slater person, of course, he's a gazillionaire. And they were, I think, shooting a commercial for him or something. And it was a commercial about a drug or something he had come up with that helped to no, I'm going too far. Let me back up. Back up. So he had gotten in some trouble, and I guess he had been canceled is what happened. And so he was coming on air to make these apologies for what he had done. Okay, everybody's saying, okay, you're apologizing, Slater. What have you done different? This, that, and the other. So, Slater, being this gazillionaire person, he was saying that he is now practicing meditation. He's a vegan. Yo, horenge blue and all that. He no longer drinks. He no longer smokes. He no longer, all these things that he no longer. Okay, so everybody is accepting Slater back into the fold. So during the course of filming this apology, he runs into Frida. And running into Frida and the staff at this taping, filming, whatever, of this commercial or apology or whatever it is, he invites them to a gala. And of course, these two little everyday girls that work at the theater, restaurant, or whatever it is that they're at, of course, they're both dumbfounded and traumatized and standing there with their mouths open because, oh my God, Slater has asked us to the gala, that thing. We've all been there. So the young ladies, of course, get their little clothes and stuff together. We gonna be out here. Hey, we gonna be doing it. We gonna be doing it. They're gonna be, hey. They're gonna be partying back, right? Okay, so of course the young ladies, wait a minute, I think I made a mistake. Slater did not invite them. I don't remember how they got invited to the gala, but they were invited to the gala. I'm going too far, too fast. It was so much going on. Please watch it. So anyway, the girls go to the gala. And they're walking around and they're looking and they're laughing and they're talking and da-da-da-da-da. So Frida is looking and walking around, checking out things, and she messed around and runs into Slater. Literally runs into him, like boom, crash, runs into him. And she spills a drink. They drop the glass, spit the gas, da-da-da-da. And when Slater sees Frida, he's blown away. Come on, melanin, okay? Yes, come on, melanin. Come on, Miss Frida, okay? So Of course they're both sitting there with their mouths open, staring at each other. Pretty soon they come back to life and clean up the glass and da 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 da. And so Slater asks her, "Would you be my company for the rest of the night?" As a gesture of goodwill and apology and all this stuff for the glass being running into her and da da da. So of course she said yes. Her and her little friend Jess, they were, how it goes. He likes me. Oh my God, he's so wonderful. You know how it goes. Okay. Anyway, so of course, she was his escort for the rest of the night, and of course, other women thought it was gonna be them, and they were gazing and cutting their eyes and evil eye, and how could he pick her over me and all that old silly crap. So by the end of the night, everybody was about half lit. It's time to close down, and they got to get out of this building, and we got to go. And somebody says, "Come on, Slate. We're going to whatever the place is. Antigua, whatever the name of it was. I can't remember. Some crazy, We're going to El Segundo." So the two girls are sitting up there together, sipping champagne and talking about, oh, he's so wonderful and he's so beautiful, and oh, he just likes me. Frida, the little black girl, she's just, oh my God, he said I was so beautiful. He said I blah, 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 blah. And so Jess says, "Did you get his number?" And of course, she did not. And she was like, no, you ain't sat up here and let this man talk all this trash to you, and you ain't got no phone number. God, what is wrong with you? Have you lost your ever loving mind? And just as she was saying those things, Slater runs back. And Slater is saying, "Would you like to come to Antigua?" Or wherever they're going, "with us?" And both of the silly girls, they're like, "What? You want to take us?" Slater wants to take us to Antigua, to this island. And they, of course, go. Yes. So off they go. Off to Neverland they go, right? So then he takes them, of course, fancy jet, champagne. Mind you, they don't know this man. They don't know these people. They're flying off into God knows where with these people. Of course, they're on the flight, fancy jet, champagne. Out on the town, glamorous, glamorous, glamorous. Hey, GLAMOROUS, yeah. They partying back on the airplane, okay? Party don't stop. The man takes them to Antigua, whatever the island's name is. Absolutely gorgeous, fabulous, bluest of oceans, greenest of trees, beautiful skies, lovely home, this, that, and the other. During the course of being there, every now and then, of course, the man takes them and he puts them up. Beautiful rooms, beautiful clothes, all the food you can eat, all the liquor, the wine, and whatever. Everything you could think of is on this island with Mr. Slater. But after a while, they started to kind of notice little things, but not enough to make them want to leave. So, of course, the party got started. We partying, they drunk, they high, they smoking, they eating, they drinking, they laughing, they swimming, they falling all out. When they get to the island, there's other girls there too. Gina Davis is there. She's like his assistant on the island. He's got his boys with him, of course. There are a few island people there. They speak to no one. There's one little bitty lady. And she is creeping around watching and checking. She meets Frida. She calls Frida Red Robin. No, Red Rabbit. Red Rabbit. Red Rabbit. Red Rabbit. Now, this little lady plays a significant part in the movie because she is a staple of the island. And on this island are venomous snakes. And these venomous snakes, her and the native islanders capture and kill them. Come to find out, no, don't let me get too far ahead. Okay, so they're partying, they're kicking it, they're partying, they're kicking it, they're doing all this stuff, they drinking and they falling out and they waking up and it's days later and they don't know what's going on and they don't care because we're partying and we're with Slater and he's famous and lots of money and all this whole crazy stuff. So pretty soon things start getting weird to Frida. Frida's like, what's going on? How come this, that, and the other? And, so she starts snooping. When she starts snooping, this is when the other characters come into play. So, Frida done walked off the trail. She's off by herself. And of course, Slater got her nose wide open because he's telling her everything while she's high and she's drunk. And, on the island, they're smoking plenty weed because, that's the thing kids are doing. And everybody did and everybody does and whatever. So she's wandering off exploring. And now when they come to this island, he gives them all their own room and they get a gift bag. And there's perfume and treats and stuff of that nature in these bags. And they're all red. So Frida is off exploring. And she comes to this building. And she hears a weird noise. So, of course, she does what is that? Let me go see thing. You know how they do that old dumb. When you hear the monster, You supposed to haul. You ain't supposed to be trying to go and see what the monster doing. Man, forget that monster. I'm finna go home, right? So anyway, she goes into this building and she's looking around. And in this building is nothing but these red bags. So I think she then starts looking for Jess, and she's calling her Jess or something. I can't remember what she was looking for. But while she's doing this, she runs into this little lady. And when the little lady, they of course startle each other. And the little lady, when she opens the door, this little lady is standing there and she's milking one of the snakes. And of course, they both startle each other. And the little lady has what looks like a bottle of liquor in her hand. So Frida's trying to talk to the lady, and the lady's acting as if she does not understand English. So the lady offers this bottle of green liquid to Frida. Frida drinks it. And then Frida, of course, it was super strong and all this, and Frida choking and spitting and so she says, "What is it?" And the little lady says, "Venom." Dun, dun, dun. Right? And of course, when she learned that she drinking snake venom, she went into a fit and ran out the building, and she ran into one of Slater's cohorts. And of course, he asked, "What are you doing here?" And I got lost. Okay, so he pointed her back the other way. So she lets, I guess she's found Jess or whatever. And then Jess has for some reason come to life too. Jess is saying, "I find it so weird that something, where are we and how is this and what is this and what's going on, and I'm ready to go home. This is weird and I'm ready to go." And so Frida's saying, "No, we can't go home. This is my time. Please let me shine. I want to shine," and da-da-da-da. Because I guess these two young ladies feel as if they're, invisible. They're always the person in the background. They're never in the foreground. They're never the star of the show. So Jess agrees. "Okay, we're going to do this. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to hang out with you. We just going to do it." So, party, jam, drink, smoke. Okay? So after they get this night of partying and stuff, everybody go to bed. It's the next day. So the next day, the girls are real drunk. They all have terrible hangovers. Somebody says, "The guys, let's go fishing." The girls say, "No, we ain't going to go fishing. We're going to stay here." One thing about Jess, I forgot to mention, Jess is always she has this yellow lighter, and she's always, "Give me back my lighter. Hand me back my lighter. Who got my lighter? Give me my lighter." Jess did not play about her lighter. "Hand me my lighter." Somebody said, "You got a light?" Jess says, "Yes, I have a light, but give me my lighter back. When you get through, hand it right back to me." So, as I was saying, following day, guys were talking about, "Oh, we're going to go fishing." The girls, we at the breakfast table. The girls is like, "No, we ain't going. Ooh, Lord, we just tied it on last night and we ain't going to be able to make it. Y'all boys, go ahead on. And us girls, we'll make it on our own." So they sitting at the table. Everybody decide we just gonna have us a girls' day, girls' day, girls' day. Okay, so they go and do the girls' day thing, and they all sitting around there. And pretty soon, Frida says, "Where is Jess?" Everybody looks at Frida like, "Where is Jess? Who is Jess? There's no one here by the name of Jess." Dun dun dun. Frida, she done got her mind right. Okay. Now, this is where the other characters come in. The character by the name of, what is her name? Anyway, she was a Survivor reality show star. Okay, I can't think of what her name is, but she had caught on to some things too. So somehow or another, the two of them Frida trips out about her friend. Where's Jess? And what's her name? I can't think of her name. She's the one that's always smoking the weed, and she rolls the fattest blunts and all this and that. She just smoked weed constantly. So she had Jess's lighter because she was always asking, "Somebody got a lighter? Somebody got a lighter?" And she's like, "I got a lighter." She didn't have to ask for a lighter because she had Jess's lighter. So Frida gets up and runs off to her room, "Oh my God, my friend, my friend." So later on, the reality star, she comes to Frida and she's telling Frida, "We got to figure something out. Something ain't right. I agree with you. Your friend." She came to Frida and she gave Frida Jessica's lighter. She says, "You're not crazy. There was a Jessica. I know your friend was here. I remember your friend too. And I was wondering what happened to her as well." So she was starting to remember because they had been there for days. And when Jess got bit by one of the snakes. And once you have this venom in your system, you begin to remember. Your memory comes back to you. So I forgot about that part. Jess got bit by the snake one night when they was out there partying and stuff. And that's what made Jessica say, "I'm ready to go home. I'm tired of this. Who? I'm ready. Let's go home." And this, and she's, "No, because I want to be," anyway. And that's how Jessica began to remember. And with Jessica remembering, Jessica came up missing. So then, after a while, these other two, Frida, and I can't think of what her name is, which I can't remember which character, but I know she was the reality star character. So they done got in cahoots. At first they was kind of back and forth at each other, but now they finna be boys, and the boys, they finna figure out what's going on. Okay, so them two, they get to snooping around and find out that Jess is missing and all this kind of stuff. And come to find out, Jess had been killed, girl. They start having weird and crazy dreams at night because they had drank this venom. And it was bringing back their memory, actually. So then they was trying to come up with how we gonna get the other girls to drink it and this, that, and the other, and we gonna break in here and get the venom and da-da-da. So they broke in and they got the venom and they went back and they said, "I know how we can get the girls to drink it. We'll do it in shots." Okay, so they at the party. They're at the pool. Now, mind you, the guys are out fishing. They're doing this all in one day. Now, during the course of this, they've been there for several days. They've been there a little while now. So they trying to figure out what's going on, how, so they done drank the venom and they begin to get their memory back. And they starting to see things. Shots of memories. Just. So they go get the venom, put it in the liquor. The girls are drinking it. Shot. They even got Gina Davis. She drinking. Shot. She done took a couple shots of the venom now too. So they had planned. Frida, the reality star, had planned. We need to get some phones so we can call for help, They're continuing to pretend as if they are under the influence of these drugs that these men had been giving them. Now, in these flashbacks, these women are seeing themselves beat up. They're seeing themselves tied up. They're seeing themselves being assaulted. They are seeing people being killed. And once they see these things, of course, they are frightened. And they're worried and they're ready to go now. Frida and the reality star girl. So they're trying to pretend as if they're still under the influence. Now, they're sitting at the table, guys and girls. Frida and the reality star are about to give it away because they just cannot take it anymore. I cannot think of her name. It may be Sarah. It might be. I'm not sure. I'm going to call her that. I know that's one of the characters. That may not be her name, but I'm going to call her Sarah. So anyway, her and Sarah, they're working this thing out about how they're going to. Now, mind you, the other girls, Camilla, Heather, all of them, they're coming to as well. There was a couple out there, an actual couple. Everybody else was just kind of, ooh, she's sexy, bring her, she's pretty, get her, that, that kind of thing. The couple, the female in the actual couple, saw where he had been tying her up and assaulting her. It was a Mexican girl, a Puerto Rican girl, a white girl, a black girl, different nationalities. And of course, the little Puerto Rican girl, she was like, "Mommy, if you ever need me, Cece, I'm there for you. I'm not for the bull. You just called me and I come through." She was doing her Puerto Rican thing. This, that, and the other. She about to have drunk and crying, but she let them know we are C-stars. She was giving them the business, letting them know I'm down, whatever it is. So, pretty soon, because things were getting tense and they were starting to lose the characters, one of the girls got up they were getting these flashes. One of the girls got up, she said, I feel like Frida, as a matter of fact, said, I feel like dancing. Got up on the table, they ringing around and twisting, and the men is ooh, I, E, I, O, M. Pretty soon it was on and popping. The girl that remembered that her boyfriend had been tying her up and assaulting her and stuff, they get the knives off the table, they chase them down, they killing, they cutting, they tearing up, they setting on fire, all this. Slater, he running off and hide. These girls, let me tell you something. These girls fought for their lives. They fought for their lives. But unfortunately, the only survivors were Frida and the reality star that I'm calling Sarah, which is probably totally and completely wrong, but I'm calling her Sarah. But they are the only survivors. And Frida saved Slater. Okay? I'm not going to tell you why. You're going to have to watch the movie. This movie, I have given away so much as I could remember. But you need to watch this movie. If you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, please, my peach trees and my sunflower seeds, please watch this movie. I didn't take you all the way to the end because I didn't want to tell it all. I want you to see it for yourself. Okay? I want to thank you for joining me here on GSKP, Georgia Sunflower, Kansas Peach. Like I always say your prayers. Wear your masks. Because it is still COVID out there. I want y'all to go and vote. November 5th. You know what we got to do. You know who we voting for. Let's get it done. Ain't nobody gonna look out for us but us. Again, to my peach trees and my sunflower seeds, I love you. I can't do it without you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just trying to spread the love. I ain't trying to get rich. Shout out again to my people. Let somebody know about my videos. Watch them, comment, tell me what you think. Like I always say your prayers. Again, Sunday, November the 3rd. I am my brother's keeper. And until next time, I love you. Bye.